FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments next year. And Latvia will take on the Czech Republic. And Greece also have wrapped up 5th place. Even though they don't have that 5th place game anymore, they figure in the earlier results and they win their group. So that's how they have finished 5th. Anyway, look at the road to Rio. Brazil and USA already there. Brazil is the host. The USA by winning the world title. Nigeria won the Afrobasket. Venezuela and Argentina reached the final of the FIBA Americas Championship. And then Venezuela won it, obviously, but those 2 teams have qualified. And Australia beat New Zealand in the FIBA Oceania Championship. Now, which teams are going to qualify by getting to the final of the Eurobasket? So the winner of this game will qualify, as will the winner of the next game between Serbia and Lithuania, and that'll be played tomorrow. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lille, France. It's the first semifinal of Eurobasket 2015 between France and Spain. And you can see right here, this is the main event in France, and no doubt about it, back in Spain, all eyes on this court right here. Well, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by George Zidek, and as France are introduced to the crowd, George, this is a tasty matchup.
It is a tasty matchup, and if you speak about France, the other home team, they have not tasted defeat in the tournament yet. This is Vincent Collet, the coach of the home side, and they are probably the deepest team that's been here in the tournament. Let's see how they go today against Spain. They are rival for many years.
Well, you have to remember the great history with Pau Gasol, with Tony Parker. The Spain team that we see now is missing a lot of the names of the past, some through injury, some through unavailability.
But let's look at some of the history. Spain getting the wins in 2009 in the quarterfinals of Eurobasket, 2011 Eurobasket final, in the Olympic Games in London in the quarterfinals. On the other hand, last 2 big wins going to France, 2013 in the semifinal of the Eurobasket, and the last, the biggest one, the upset in the World Cup in the quarterfinals. Here is the Sergio Scariolo, the Italian-born coach of the Spanish side.
And the reason why last year's was so big, obviously, was that Spain were hosting the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and they lost in the quarterfinals on their home floor in Madrid to this French team. So, what do you think? Revenge? We'll find out. Now the national anthems being sung by both teams, first with France. boos rain down on Spain as they gather after their national anthem. There's no love lost between these two teams. Sergio Scariolo and Vincent Collet, the coach there of France, shaking hands. Tony Parker and Pau Gasol, obviously good friends. And the players, they all know each other well. And the French fans obviously know all of these players. It's going to be an exciting 40 minutes of basketball. The referees from Greece, Ukraine, and Portugal, Christos Christodoulou, Boris Rizik of Ukraine there, and Fernando Rocha of Portugal on the left. I think probably one of the strengths of this French team in this tournament has been their roster. You know, they've got a lot of players that share the minutes.
They got a lot of players, but I have to go with the pyramid. Tony Parker and Nando De Colo, those are the 2 point guards that just really start many things off there for the French. You're going to see the ball a lot in their hands, and they're going to make things happen there for Vincent Collet and his squad.
Well, Collet is going to go with the same starting lineup: Gobert, Boris Batum, Tony Parker, and Nando De Colo, as you said. Of course, De Colo spent years playing for Valencia Basket in Spain, and he knows all of these Spanish players, and he's actually married to a Spaniard. Now, for Spain, Pau Gasol up at the top, Rudy Fernandez, what kind of role will he have to play tonight? We wonder. He's had the back problem.
Well, Rudy Fernandez is not going to be the crowd favorite, I'll tell you that much. Rudy Fernandez got a lot of history here with the French players. I think he's going to come on strong. He understands that he will be needed there, especially on defense today.
Well, he starts just like he did in the last game after missing the Poland game, along with Pau Ribas, Sergio Yul, Nikola Mirotic, and Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol has just taken his game to new heights, and Mirotic has been big as well.
If you talk about Pau Gasol, we have to mention a few statistics. #1 in block shots, #1 in points, #1 in free throws attempted. So he leads a lot of statistical categories.
Okay, so you see the boy, the local, taking the official game ball out to midcourt, and he's going to hand it off to Christos Christodoulou, and that is the tradition here. He handled that ball pretty well, I thought. And as you talked about, Gasol made 7 of the last 9 shots from three-point range over the last couple of games. Those averages are phenomenal. And Gobert is actually second in blocks behind Gasol of Spain. He has been immense. And don't forget last year, the amazing block that we saw from Gobert to block that shot of Gasol in the quarterfinals. Well, France went unbeaten in Group A. Spain almost went out in Group B on the last day against Germany. They escaped, and they ended up finishing second from Group B. So here they are getting ready to go up against a French team that has a lot of star power.
A lot of history, we said before. We see Vincent Collet, the French coach. Here, this is the matchup of first scoring in the tournament against first in points allowed, the best defense on the French team, and #3 scoring for Spain. What's going to decide, offense or defense? We're going to see pretty soon.
And I want to say Sergio Scariolo did a fantastic job with his game plan against Greece in the quarterfinals, realizing what type of tempo he wanted to play, and his players just came out and executed it about as well as they could have been expected to.
It was not pretty, but it was darn effective.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lille, France. It's the Eurobasket 2015, the first semifinal, and it's Spain against France. And this atmosphere is as hot as it comes in international basketball. These two teams, tremendous rivals. Spain winning that opening tip, wearing the white and attacking the basket to your right on your screen. Gasol gets it inside, and they pass it out to Mirotic. Long rebound out to Yul. He finds Pau Ribas. He passes up the shot over to Gasol just behind the line. And the veteran, the 35-year-old Gasol, puts Spain in front.
Just goes on his tiptoes. A smooth shot at Pau Gasol.
And De Colo now over to Dio and Parker. Pass to Dio. Rudy chasing Batum. And nobody boxes out Gobert, and he just reaches up and puts it back in.
And Paul Gasol just kind of gave up on that rebound. He did not want to pick up an early foul against Gobert.
Rudy Fernandez. He misses.
And that was rebound number 2 for Gobert.
Parker goes baseline, and Yule cuts it off. Parker brings it back out to Dio. Dio gets in the lane, puts it up, and Gasol knocked it off the rim. It goes out of bounds, back over to France.
That was a great heads-up play there by Paul Gasol. The ball is alive. Look at it one more time. This is a shot by Dio. Paul goes up to knock it out of the rim, but then it's off Mirotic, so a chance for France. See a lot of patience there offensively. The players are making an extra pass, really looking for their teammates.
Gasol has just been exceptional carrying the Spanish team. It's going to be a huge ask to do it tonight, though. He needs a lot of support. Parker. Rudy straps, and the ball ends up with Gasol.
I think the key for Spain is to prevent second chance points. You have to take care of the boards.
Mirotic. And gets it back from Gasol, the little give and go.
That's a smart play right there. Mirotic fakes out Gobert and then takes a pass back from Gasol.
Parker gets it out, takes it out behind the arc now. He's going to have to put up a tough shot possibly. Parker gets into the baseline and waited perhaps a little too late to get it going there. France and Spain get it back.
And look at the concentration there defensively by the Spaniards. This was the give and go between Gasol and Mirotic. They know each other so well from the club. They both played for the Chicago Bulls last season.
And next season, Rivas over to Rudy. Rudy looks a little bit more active than he did against Greece. He steps back for a three. And Gobert.
That's a second miss there for Rudy Fernandez, and he's holding his back a bit.
De Colo dazzles, gets it inside, puts it up and in.
And that's a gutsy take right there by De Colo, because he was going against #1 shot blocker in the tournament, Paul Gasol.
Mirotic from behind the arc.
If he can hit it from downtown, it will be a huge help there for the Spaniards.
De Colo gets Rivas on him. Now he passes it over to Parker. Parker, Yule doing a good job defensively so far. Parker, though, dribbles away from him. De Colo in the corner. Backs up Pau Rivas and puts it up. And Rudy Gobert gets the long rebound, passes it back out to Dio.
Gobert's got some long arms. He can chase down a lot of rebounds.
Now De Colo gets in the lane, puts it up and in.
That was a scoop shot on the run. I thought he was actually looking at Gobert for the alley-oop dunk, but he laid it in.
De Colo has been probably France's most consistent player in this tournament. Off to a good start. Now Pau Rivas gets in, explodes, passes back, and Gasol ends up with another three, and he was off to the left. So France doing a good job of contesting shots.
That's a #1 defense in the tournament.
Dio backs up Mirotic, gets inside and puts it up off the glass and in.
Good play by the French in that situation.
Sergio Yule passes. And a foul called. Tony Parker. So Tony Parker picks up his first foul. In fact, that's the first foul of the game.
He got kind of caught up on the screen on the recovery foul, Paul Gasol.
Pau Rivas bounce pass to Gasol, gets it back to Pau. And oh, Pau Gasol was there just to clean up the mess.
I thought it was an air ball there, almost by Ribas, but Pau, with his active hands and feet, just stays involved in the play. Why do you follow it up?
He's been active at the rim on both sides of the court. Gets it back to a 2-point deficit here for Spain. Good defense from Rudy on Batum.
And look at defense of Yui on Parker.
One on the shot clock. De Colo! Nando De Colo!
He's absolutely unconscious at the moment. 7 points to start the game off for Nando De Colo.
Coming off an awesome year with CSKA Moscow in the VTB United League and the EuroLeague. And he's showing everybody how good he is now at this competition. Gasol backs up Gobert. Batum on the run. Here he goes. Air Batum! And Lille erupts. Well, Spain do not want to give away any transition points. And Mirotic drives in a foul before the shot. But this French team is fired up.
And right now it's for Spain to stop the bleeding. 13-6. Look at the replay right here. And Batum just taking off, finishing his strong, just electrifies the crowd and his teammates. The bench is up.
And Rudy tried to commit the foul to stop him, and Batum, knowing the foul was coming, was able to dance to his left.
There ain't no stopping Batum on that play.
Yule with a turnover. Now De Colo. And that time a foul by Pau Ribas. De Colo goes down, trying perhaps to get an unsportsmanlike.
He went down pretty hard.
But maybe it wasn't unsportsmanlike.
Well, I didn't think that was intentional contact there.
Well, timeout on the floor. You be the judge. Watch this. It was some contact, but it wasn't called. 13-8, France on top of Spain. 13-6, excuse me, France on top. Well, Spain, I guess you have to say it's not the start they were hoping for. Look at that. A couple of baskets in the paint for Spain, but for France, a lot more.
And costing 2 turnovers on their last 2 possessions by Spain. Really a turnover there by Pau Gasol, immediately followed by ill-advised pass by Yui. Just start things off there for France. I think that for Spain to be successful, they just really need to manage the tempo and clock very carefully, because the best thing that could happen for them is to take this crowd out of the game. It gives so much energy to the French.
Well, coming out of the timeout by Spain, France looking to turn the screw a little bit here. And Felipe Reyes has come into the game, obviously. That changes things a little bit for Spain. He's a real combative presence in that low post. Long-time national team player.
And he's got so much experience. He's in his 6th Eurobasket.
And look at Pau Gasol. Mirotic looking on from the bench, but Pau Gasol has gone up to the referee and said, I've just been scratched and clawed on my arm. He's trying to show him. And also De Colo has a scratch, perhaps, from the from that challenge from Ribas. So he goes out of the game, and the ball comes in. So maybe actually what Pau was saying was he had blood on him from De Colo.
That's not a bad guy to get out of the game if you're Spain. Now that De Colo, the high score with 7 points.
Ball has been playing very well for France.
And he understands his role well.
Theo goes up against Reyes. Oh, the pass into Gobert. Gobert is swatted by Gasol. A little bit of payback from last year. Gasol out to Ribas for 3. Go! It comes out.
He almost counted that shot. It touched every part of the rim, was rolling there for a good 3 seconds. Just rolls out on power rebound.
It was rolling.
But look at the clock, the idea. How often do you see Rudy Gobert getting his shot clock so close to the basket?
And that's why the ball has been awarded to Spain. The referee ruling it went off of Dio. So Flo Pietrus comes into the game for Dio.
I mean, you talk about some intensity that you're getting with Florent Pietrus.
How many minutes will he play? Gasol, you have to wonder. 7 seconds on the shot clock as France knocked the ball out of bounds. Victor Claver played big minutes.
And he actually played good minutes. This was the look between Pau Gasol and Felipe Reyes. And there's some discussion going on there right now at the table about what a great minutes, as you said before, there for Victor Claver. And he played at the small forward position. That was the difference, because before that in the tournament, he was playing at the power forward position. It did not suit him well. At small forward, he was great against in the semifinal game. Quarterfinal, I'm sorry.
But the ball goes out of bounds. So Claver comes in for Rudy Fernandez. Sergio Rodriguez as well is coming into the game for Yule. Felipe Reyes, tough jump shot. And Tony Parker catches it. Brings it up the floor and then falls over. And turns it over, so just kind of lost his footing there.
I think he just tripped or slipped when he's pointing for the floor to be wiped up. Look at it one more time on the replay. He just kind of crumbled.
Yeah, just strange.
There was not much contact between him and Sergio Rodriguez. But he gets a lift from the crowd and is cheering Tony, Tony. He's a crowd favorite at the moment, leading the French squad in points per game.
Well, he really erupted the other night against Latvia. Oh, Gasol, quick move, goes up, strong, and Gobert can't stop him.
And this is what you have to do against a shot blocker of the quality of Rudy Gobert. You have to spin into him, you have to draw contact and go up hard.
Parker gets inside, back out to Jalabal. Jalabal, the soft touch, puts it up and in.
And this is his game. This is his game right here. Just take it off the dribble, medium range jumpers. We've seen it the whole tournament from Jalabal.
Now Rodriguez just kind of coasts in and puts it up off the glass and in.
You almost expect a challenge on that shot if you got Rudy Gobert on the floor.
And then Parker fumbles it out of bounds. 2 turnovers, uncharacteristic for Tony Parker.
But again, it's almost an unforced error. I mean, Rodriguez was kind of just playing off of him. Look at it. Rodriguez is waltzing in there for the easy lane. I don't believe that Gobert wasn't trying to go for the block. I mean, he almost always tries to challenge everything that comes his way. He goes to the bench and Laverne comes on.
Yule back into the game. Here's Rodriguez, passes it back outside to Claver. Is he going to hit that? Yes, nope, stays out. Now Batum, midcourt to Jalabal.
Great defense of Yule and Parker.
Jump shot for Nicola Batum. And now Spain with a chance to run. And Gasol goes right down the lane and dunks it.
And LeBron's got to be careful because Pau Gasol has been looking to run the fast break. And Pau's up to 8 points. He's leading Spain.
Lovern, having come into the game, has been very impressive. Now Tony Parker gets inside and the follow by Lovern.
And that's a valuable contribution there by Lovern. Pau Gasol was out of the play. He was challenging Parker on the drive. Lovern picks up the garbage.
Well, who's going to spell Gasol? He's in the game here late in the first quarter. Fournier getting ready to come in for France. No look pass. They get it to Gasol, passes up the jumper, he puts it up and earns a trip to the free throw line.
And I got a rhetorical question for you. Can Spain afford not to have Pau Gasol on the floor? Right now it doesn't seem like a realistic scenario. This is the fast break. I mean, where is he getting the energy? He's blocking shots, he's playing the heaviest minutes on the team, leading the team in points, leading the tournament in points, and he's running the floor.
Trying to think what their other options would be with Hernan Gomez, possibly, the youngster.
I think they would go with 2 smalls. They would go with Felipe Reyes and Mirotic.
Yeah, Mirotic came in the other day and played minutes while Gasol was catching a couple of minutes on the bench. against Greece. There he has 9 points. MVP of the FIBA Basketball World Cup back in 2006. Gasol's been averaging almost 29 minutes a game.
But I think he's going to have to play more today. He comes off and it's 41 seconds there to the end of the first quarter. I expect that he's going to be off only for those 41 seconds.
41 seconds remaining, France with a 3-point lead.
So Gasol comes out to catch a breather. Not a huge size advantage at all, really, right now for France. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Spain in a zone. Fournier. That's what you do. Zone buster.
And Fournier had a really tough quarterfinal. He actually had 2 air balls from the 3-point distance, but he connects on the first shot.
So Sergio Rodriguez will try to take it down here. The final seconds. And he's fouled by Flo Pietrus.
Foul is called on number 11 from France, Laurent Pietrus.
I think Fournier is the type of a player that just really needs to hit his first shot. If you remember the 8th final, he was phenomenal because he hit the first shot against Latvia. He couldn't find his mark. 2 air balls here. Very important first touch and a 3-pointer made by Fournier.
Well, Rodriguez right at the end of the quarter buries the 3. And that gets it back to 20 to 17. France still on top. But it's just a 3-point lead at the end of the first quarter.
La fin du premier quart-temps, la France mène 20-17 face à l'Espagne. Je vous invite, mesdames, messieurs, à regarder dans les tribunes du stade Pierre-Mauroy à Métropole. On cherche Frankie. Vous auriez pas vu Frankie par hasard?
Spain just won 3. That was it right at the end of the quarter by Sergio Rodriguez. France doing a good job on the boards, although Spain do have 3 offensive rebounds. They capitalized.
This is one of the things that Spain got disadvantage over with France because they are getting 6 less rebounds on average in the tournament than France, so they're gonna really have to watch the battle on the boards. Starting 0 for 6, extremely cold Spain from beyond the arc, and as you saw the last play, that was the first 3-pointer made by Sergio Rodriguez.
Well, if you see calls for hope for Spain early on, what might it be?
Well, I think that you clearly see they just need to stop the up-tempo game of France. They just try to make it a similar situation like in the quarterfinals. Don't make it pretty. Just stop the game. Don't allow France to get into any kind of flow because then you have this crowd as a big factor and the French players are just feeding off of it.
Oh, 7 points for De Colo already for France, 10 for Pau Gasol for Spain. That's the leading scores. And this, of course, is the big story. This crowd here in Lille, it is massive. And watching this incredible spectacle.
Attends des supporters bruyants de l'équipe de France. Début du deuxième quart-temps.
Second quarter action underway. Nando De Colo back in the game for France. Sergio Yul on De Colo now. And De Colo whips it into the corner to Jalabal. He's already hit 1 short jump shot. Now he puts up one a little bit longer and Pietrus goes up and gets the weak side rebound. De Colo tries to dump it to Lauvergne. He does, but Lauvergne can't convert it. Rodriguez. And Rodriguez gets it to Yul, and Yul steps out of bounds. And Rodriguez says, I was bumped as I went in.
But you have to like the aggressiveness of Sergio Rodriguez, how he was attacking the French defense in the open court. Yep, that was a good call because Yul landed with his foot out of bounds. I think the play of Sergio Yul and Sergio Rodriguez at 1 and at the point guard, the off guard is going to be crucial for the Spaniards.
No doubt about it. Mirdic trying to keep Lauvergne out of the lane. Lauvergne backs his way up and not soft enough. Claver fouled as he gets the rebound.
Did you see that post-up situation? I mean, Wolverine was taking it to Mirotic. It's on force. Those are some two big bodies going at it. Good position defense by Mirotic and a good rebound by Claver, followed by Jalabal from the back.
They called it over Jesus, I think. Former teammate of Claver at Valencia in Spain. So he comes out. Dio back into the game for France. And Fournier commits the foul. So, you know, if you hit the road, you play in hostile territory, you can expect at the very beginning of the game some real, you know, the crowd to be into it. But Spain have a chance, perhaps now, to kind of calm things down. Bounce pass. And Reyes was swatted but pushed.
I thought Jalabal just held his hand and Felipe was getting the ball right here. You see, I mean, he was slightly half a step too late to cover Felipe.
It looked like he just had his hands on him. That was the only thing.
But I think
split second.
For Spain, it is so important that they are playing competitive basketball, even with Pau Gasol on the bench. A lucky roll there for Felipe Reyes. This is important to give him as much rest as possible. He's going to need to play some heavy minutes, extremely heavy minutes today.
35 years old, he was with Pau Gasol every year in this national team, going way back.
France lead, 8:35 remaining in the second period.
Claver guarding Jalabal. Now Dio with 8 on the shot clock. And he passes, and the turnover, and now Spain, Yul in the open floor, and good defense from Fournier. And now a foul on Sergio Rodriguez, and instead of shots, and Dakota looks and says that foul was a little bit too hard. Shouldn't that be a sportsmanlike?
Well, I think what the discussion was also
whether
that he was shooting. Yeah, because
That's his
look at the block right here by Fournier. That's a great movement of his feet. Hughes got just nowhere to go. Now, this is a smart play by Decolo. He knows the foul is coming, so he tries to shoot the three-pointer.
It could have been called a shooting foul. It could have been called an unsportsmanlike, really. 2-3 zone. And, or they, no, actually they're in the man. Anyway, Mirotic switches on to Jalabal, and Jalabal is just such good form shooting the ball.
He's being just effective and very calm with his offense. He's not pushing anything.
Fancy pass from Rodriguez. Yul from the corner. It's good. Three-pointer.
That's a great ball movement right there by the Spanish team. From the weak side to the strong side. Skip pass.
Decolo keeps the pressure on. Now to Fournier. Rodriguez moves his feet quickly. Fournier looking for a way to get in. The ball just gets ping-ponged or pinballed over to Jalabal. He couldn't quite get it. Now, 14 seconds will be put on the shot clock for France. Spain couldn't quite corral that. So good job defensively here. And Jalabal looked like he had it, but it was just Mirotic put him off his shot just a little.
I mean, the effort by the Spanish team is there on defense. I mean, if you had any question about their defense, they are bringing their defense on today.
You know, he's getting his starters minutes on the bench, just like Pau Gasol's on the bench. And you see the shooting percentages for both teams so far. Pretty good inside the arc, and also for France beyond the arc. But Spain, a perfect 4-4 at the free throw line. France have yet to attempt a free throw. There's this assist to turnover ratio.
Well, I think the most important thing for Spain was to stop the initial bleeding, where France went up 7 points. I mean, it looked like they were just going to dominate the first quarter, and Spain just took their time, patience. They didn't panic and came back into the game, and now we get a tied ball game at 22.
You're looking at a lot of players, really, in both of these teams that have played a lot of international basketball. So they've been in this situation before. But without question, this one is special because of the history. This was Yul's three. Another look at it. So coming out of the French timeout, Decolo hands it off to Lovern, and Lovern puts it up and in.
And that's a strong finish by Jeffrey Loren. He has to do that because he's got some big bodies around him. He's going to go up strong with the finish.
Lovern's really progressively gotten better and better in this tournament. Here just takes a look and has the shot blocked. And the ball's going to go, oh, they're saying the ball's going back over to France. I thought he was blocked. He just missed it. He shot an air ball. Here we go, look again.
That's a good defense. That's a great defense by Dio. He just puts his hand up, doesn't touch Mirotic at all. Nope, I don't think so.
38% three-pointers for Spain, 22% today so far. Mirotic gets a hand in the face of Jalabal, but it doesn't matter.
And he's been the X factor early on there for France, scoring 7 points early.
Well, really, other than Decolo, certainly coming off the bench, Jalabal has been a reliable scorer. Now Yule takes it out to Claver. It's online. Nope. Lovern, and the ball goes out over to France.
And the three-pointers are just not happening there for the Spanish team. Now you're going to have a substitution. Claver missed 2 open three-pointers, so Rudy Fernandez is coming back into the game, and so is Paul Gasol. That was the last three-pointer there by Jalabal. I mean, he's been just deadly effective. He goes to the bench, but what a spark he has provided to his team. Some great quality minutes for Jalabal.
And Sergio Rodriguez intercepts the pass, pushes it quickly, he goes behind his back, and fouled by Fournier. Almost kind of got bailed out by that because he'd already left his feet with nowhere to pass it.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, he had nobody ahead of him. Look at him one more time on the replay. Now he turns. He doesn't see anybody, but thankfully for him, he is fouled by Fournier.
Rodriguez quickly to Pau Gasol, and Pau puts it up, tries to head it in. And he has free throws immediately coming off the bench.
What a great footwork. He receives it under the basket. He's got Dio and Loren right around him.
Wow. But so that foul's on Fournier, so 3 quick ones for him. He goes to the bench. There's a foul starting to build up here for the French team. And yeah, he definitely got him.
But I still think that, he had a very rough night there against Latvia. I think it's better. I know he's got 3 fouls, Fournier, but he still gave you a lot more than he did against Latvia when he was looking very, very tentative. That's a rare miss here for Paul Gasol. He's a great free throw shooter. Look at his shooting percentage, 4 for 4 from 2.
And Paul Gasol makes 1 of his 2 free throws.
So he makes 1 of 2, and
it's a 4-point lead
the deficit of 4. Tony Parker back in along with Batum for France. Now Dio puts up a little runner in the lane there, gets it back, he was short. And then puts up a fadeaway, and Mirotic collects it.
But the story on the rebounds is all France, 16-9.
Yule explodes to the basket, and he was contested. He wants a foul, nothing called.
But I don't know if you would agree with me, but I like the way that Sergio Rodriguez and Sergio Yul are playing. They are being aggressive. They are not afraid to make a mistake. Look at it one more time. That's a hard drive. That's a challenge there to Decolo. And you have to like that. You cannot just rely on Pau Gasol to do everything.
Possession for Spain.
I'm glad the referees seem to be letting him play. Bounce pass, Mirotic to Rodriguez. So he makes the backdoor cut, and gets it back to 2.
Perfect execution. Great spacing out there by the Spanish team.
Parker puts up mid-range, go!
Finally he gets one to drop, Tony Parker from mid-range. That was an individual one-on-one situation. He just created a shot for himself.
He was the MVP of the Eurobasket 2 years ago. Rodriguez absorbs the contact. Now, quickly, Decolo. and tries to avoid the contact from Mirotic. Mirotic commits the foul at midcourt.
I actually thought it almost Mirotic was trying to avoid the contact as well. It's only first foul on Mirotic.
Here it is again. Look at this. Well, he kind of reached in a little bit with his left hand.
It was like he wanted to do the foul, but then just kind of decided last moment to try to avoid the contact.
So that's Mirotic's first. No foul trouble to speak of for Spain at this point. 4 minutes remaining, the opening half. DeColo. Mirotic puts it on the deck, gets inside, and Rudy Gobert swats it.
Not in my house, baby. That's Rudy Gobert. I mean, he was with his head to the rim.
I'd like to see that again. I thought it might be going down. Watch this.
No, it's there. It's on the way up.
It was
culminating. It reaches plateau.
Great play from Rudy Gobert. Now Rodriguez. Tough shot for him. That's off to the right. And Gasol hits it only as far as Parker. Gobert's return, igniting the French. And Pau Gasol tried to swat it before it went in. And France go back in front by 6.
And right now it's looking at Tony Parker. He's getting his confidence. He hit 4 shots in succession against Latvia. Let's see if he can do that again today against Spain.
Gasol backs up Gobert, puts it up and in. And it's like you said, he's not avoiding him, he's going right at him.
That's what you have to do. You have to attack the shot blocker. Nobody came to double and help Rudy Gobert.
Parker dancing around, puts up the little short one. Now Gasol with the rebound and gets it to Rodriguez, who brings it back to the middle of the floor. Passes back to Rudy Fernandez, and now it's Mirotic. And Rudy Fernandez being booed here. Goes to his right and fouled by Nicolas Batum.
You see right there, when he took a step back and took the shot. I don't think his shot is there, but still, provoking the contact. Look at the block one more time. It is just beautiful. How high is Rudy Gobert on that block? He's such an athlete, such long arms.
Tremendous play, and that's the reputation. He came into this second to Pau Gasol in blocks in the competition. So Rodriguez played well. He goes to the bench for Spain. And Mirotic also goes to the bench. Pau Ribas and Felipe Reyes back in. I thought Rodriguez played pretty well.
Yeah, he was aggressive. That's a good news there for Sergio Scariolo. He has not been able to produce the kind of intensity in the previous games.
Parker to DeColo. And ball batted away now quickly. Up to Yule. Can he get it? Yes, he does. All the way over to Rudy Fernandez. Sets his feet, puts it up. It's good! Three-pointer in Spain have taken the lead.
And he set his feet after making a pump fake. One dribble to the left, he had all the time in the world to dial that three-pointer.
Some smiles on the faces of the Spanish players as they walk over to the bench. That was a satisfying sequence for them in France. And regroup.
I think the story of the game right now, this is the three-point shooting, but that's not the story of the game. The story of the game to me is the number of assists. Spain is playing more of a team basketball. They have 11 assists, while France got only 5. Do you agree with me that Spain is sharing the ball a lot better than France?
Just on that last play. They got down the floor. Yule spotted Fernandez.
And what do you see on the other side? You saw Tony Parker 3 times just taking in one-on-one situation. This is not getting things done.
And you remember Rodriguez scoring on the backdoor cut, getting the pass from Mirotic. This was the Rudy Fernandez three-pointer. And really, it was only a matter of time. It's difficult to know what his status was coming into this because of the back problem.
1 minute 59 à jouer.
He looks pretty fired up.
32.
This is all adrenaline.
You got to realize, George, I mean, let's go back a year, just over a year ago.
Remise en jeu équipe de
Spain,
France,
their big
en dos de
moment,
peloton.
hosting the FIBA Basketball World Cup, losing in Madrid to France
In quarterfinals.
in the quarterfinals. And this is something that all of these players and the entire Spanish basketball nation has had to live with. And this is the type of thing, this is the tonic to get over that hangover if they can beat France on their own floor. Now, Theo in the lane. Back out to Parker, good defense. And a steal, another turnover. And Scariolo is doing a good job of managing this game for Spain. Yule floats, misses, DeColo on the run. Here he goes, up to Batum. And the block from Rudy, another block from Felipe Reyes, and Yule gets it back. Look at the defense from Spain. Quickly to Gasol, and he had to check himself. Dio, great defense from Boris Dio. Gasol looks over and picks up the foul.
But how about intensity in the game right now when you see some unbelievable sequences on both ends of the floor. Look at Gasol going for the rebound after his miss, and he is not happy, Kemper.
No question that was a foul. Pau Gasol, though, fouling Rudy Gobert coming over the back.
Look at the stare.
Well, you don't give up your entire summer to play for the national team and not come and play with intensity in a game like this with a spot in the Olympics at stake. DeColo from the left. And mistiming his jump was Gasol. And then the reach and the foul by Rudy Fernandez.
Foul is called on number 5, Rudy Fernandez from Spain.
Rudy Gobert goes to the line.
Personal foul.
Here it is again.
That was a wide open look there for DeColo. He scored the first 7 points, early 7 points for France.
Now they're not going to award free throws, saying that he fouled him before he went up.
But he did bring the ball down. That could be a very good call by the referees. He was not in shooting motion. That's a cardinal mistake if you're a big man. Rudy Gobert is so tall, he should have kept it up.
Well, he gets it here, he puts it up, and he gets it to go in.
That's the answer right there. Rudy Gobert just coming back immediately.
Final minute of a riveting first half here between Spain and France in Lille. Rudy puts up another three, off the rim. Now Jalabal has it in the middle of the court, and he's going to hold it for one shot. France with a 1-point lead, trying to build on that. And Alain Lebleu, the chant in this crowd, by this crowd here in this arena. 5 on the game clock. Tony Parker goes to work, puts up a three, and that was short. And Reyes' attempt is blocked. So France lead it 33-32 over Spain in the first semifinal of Eurobasket 2015. Both teams with 3 threes. Spain, France getting the better Spain on the board, probably as you would expect.
More turnovers there for France, 7, only 3 for Spain. And the story to me really, as I said before, while Spain is so close in the game and only down by 1 point, is them sharing the ball, not panicking, making the extra passes and hitting some key shots.
Well, it's all happening here in Lille, folks. Don't go away. More 20 minutes of thrilling action coming your way from Lille. 33-32, France on top of Spain.
Qui va arriver dans les mains de Frédéric pour le Head & Shoulders Lucky Seat. Une vraie de vraie, Frédéric. Ça, c'est votre premier cadeau. Voilà. Et rien que pour ça, mesdames, mesdemoiselles et messieurs, on peut applaudir Frédéric qui remporte déjà une vraie serviette de match. Et puis, le deuxième cadeau, Frédéric, c'est ça. C'est 1 an de produits Head & Shoulders. Ça va faire du bien à vos cheveux. Ce sont vos vrais cheveux ou pas? Ah d'accord, ok, très bien. En tout cas, votre cuir chevelu va être pris. Et on va prendre soin de votre cuir chevelu avec Head & Shoulders. 1 an de produits gratuits et une vraie serviette de match offerte. Merci Frédéric. Applaudissements pour Frédéric, s'il vous plaît, mesdames, messieurs. mi-temps de cette première demi-finale de l'Eurobasket 2015. France 33, Espagne 32. Et puis vous le savez certainement, mesdames et messieurs, Beko est le partenaire majeur de l'Eurobasket 2015. Beko vous présente tout de suite maintenant le Beko T-shirt Challenge. It's time now to play with the Beko T-shirt Challenge. Beko, the presenting partner of the Eurobasket 2015. Il va y avoir deux participants, Adrien et Adrien, qui vont se présenter là-bas au fond. Là-bas. Le Beko T-shirt Challenge, mesdames et messieurs, c'est très simple. Il y a Adrien et Adrien, ils vont se mettre là. Hop. DJ. Yeah, merci beaucoup. Le Beko T-shirt Challenge, Adrien et Adrien, c'est très simple. 5 t-shirts Beko à enfiler et au bout là-bas, une vraie machine Beko à gagner, vrai de vrai. Et comme ce soir, vous êtes vraiment formidables dans la plus grande arène de basket d'Europe, le stade Pierre-Mauroy Métropole, mesdames et messieurs, c'est vous qui allez faire le compte à rebours. Le countdown, on va le faire ensemble. 5, 4. Messieurs, c'est parti. 5 t-shirts à enfiler avec les Red Foxes. Le premier qui arrive devant la machine à laver Beko et qui arrive à enfiler et à enlever, ces 5 t-shirts un par un remportent tout simplement une vraie machine à laver Beko. C'est le Beko T-shirt Challenge, Beko partenaire majeur de l'Eurobasket 2015. Alors ça bien, c'est qu'ils s'appellent tous les deux Adrien, donc au niveau des prénoms on est plutôt bien. Adrien, il nous reste un t-shirt. Hop, il va falloir mettre les 2 t-shirts, faire mettre... Très bien, cassez pas le matériel, Adrien, ça fait mal. Adrien, venez me voir, s'il vous plaît. Venez par ici. Hop là, parfait. Vous vous arrangerez pour le linge, hein, vu que c'est lui qui remporte la machine à laver Beko. Messieurs, mettez-vous par ici, juste sur la ligne des lancers francs. Voilà, la petite photo souvenir et la caméra, ça se passe là, avec les Red Foxes et l'applaudissement et les applaudissements du stade Pierre-Mauroy Métropole, s'il vous plaît, pour Adrien et Adrien et les Red Foxes. Thank you so much. Et puis vous le savez, hein, mesdames et messieurs, à l'occasion de l'Eurobasket 2015, on adore vous gâter. On va maintenant passer à l'Intersport Contest. Intersport, c'est la boutique officielle de l'Eurobasket 2015 qui vous attend dans les travées du stade Pierre-Mauroy Métropole. Florent et Tom vont participer à l'Intersport Contest. Florent est en bleu, Tom est en rouge. Ils vont participer tous les deux à l'Intersport Contest avec la boutique officielle de l'Eurobasket 2015. Mettez-vous là, les gars. Là, juste là. Parfait. Et vous regardez la caméra qui est juste là. Parfait. Florent, c'est ça? Tom, c'est ça? Ok, parfait. Un petit slalom, les gars. Ça va croiser là-bas au milieu, faites gaffe. Le premier qui shoot, soit en lay-up, soit avec la planche, comme vous voulez, remporte tout simplement un t-shirt et des bracelets Intersport. Et puis pour celui qui termine deuxième, les bracelets Intersport. DJ, stop the music, please. Ouh. Et comme vous étiez plutôt pas mal, mesdames et messieurs, sur le compte à rebours, eh ben on a encore besoin de vous sur le 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 avec Florent et Tom pour l'Intersport Contest. 5, 4. C'est parti. Ils vont chercher les ballons. Intersport, la boutique officielle de l'Eurobasket 2015 pour l'Intersport Contest. Intersport dans le monde, c'est 5830 boutiques dans 63 pays. Et Intersport, eh bien, c'est le partenaire sportif de l'Eurobasket 2015. Ça shoot avec la planche pour Tom. Yes. Allez, c'est par là, les gars. Mettez par là, mettez-vous par là. Et vous regardez par là-bas. Tom est en rouge. Florent est en bleu, tu remportes un t-shirt Intersport et des bracelets Intersport. Et toi tu remportes des bracelets offerts par Intersport. DJ, stop the music, please. DJ. Et vous allez surtout, les gars, prendre un vrai cadeau. Parce qu'on est là dans la plus grande arène de basket d'Europe, 26 000 personnes. Donc écoutez bien ce que ça fait, 26 000 personnes qui vous applaudissent. Tom et Florent pour l'Intersport Contest, merci pour eux. Merci les gars. Allez, ça se passe par là-bas pour la sortie. Bien, mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs, on va voir si vous êtes réactifs ce soir, parce que c'est un formidable parquet, comme vous pouvez le voir. Il y a des ronds Beko, partenaire majeur de l'Eurobasket 2015, mais ce qui est marrant, c'est que ces ronds Beko, si on appuie dessus, il peut se passer des trucs musicalement parlant. Si j'appuie sur des ronds, vous pouvez répondre en musique, par exemple, sur ce rond-là. Ouais, sur ce rond-là, ça me paraît pas mal, ce rond-là. Je sais pas ce qu'il y a sous le pied, on va voir ce qui se passe. Ah, c'est pas mal, ça. Ah, c'est pas mal du tout, même. Ah, c'est même pas mal du tout. Ah non, j'ai pas appuyé assez fort, je crois. J'ai pas du tout appuyé assez fort. Celui-là, je l'aime bien. L'autre là-bas, le Beko qui est là-bas, je l'aime bien aussi parce que on a besoin de vos mains, en fait. On a besoin de vos mains juste pour taper en rythme avec un truc qui pourrait faire comme ça. Et ben, tout le monde! Ok. Et mon dernier, c'est mon préféré. Et je suis sûr que c'est votre préféré aussi. Écoutez bien, une petite ligne de basse qui commence à peu près comme ça. C'est pas mal, j'aime beaucoup celui-là. J'aime beaucoup celui-là. Tout le monde debout maintenant! Si on est en France ce soir, si on a les supporters de l'Espagne, tout le monde debout, du bruit! Tout le monde! 5 minutes 39 avant le début de la deuxième mi-temps, mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs. France 33, Espagne 32. Enjoy your game!
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick look at the statistical leaders of this first half. For Spain, the leading scorer, Pau Gasol with 13 points. And the leading assist is Nikola Mirotic. For France, the leading scorers are Nando Lucolo and Mikael General with 7 each. And the leading assist is Boris Diaw with 3. And the leading rebounder for France is Rudy Gobert with 7.
À moins de 5 minutes de la reprise de ce match, on vous donne quelques statistiques de la première mi-temps. On commence avec l'Espagne, évidemment le meilleur marqueur pour le moment en première mi-temps, Pau Gasol. Le meilleur passeur avec 3 passes décisives, le numéro 14, Nikola Mirotic. Et concernant la France, alors avec 7 points pour les deux joueurs, Nando De Colo, le numéro 12, ainsi que Mikael Gelabal, le numéro 15, qui était blessé durant les quarts de finale et qui nous donne une très belle première mi-temps. Au niveau des passes décisives, avec 3 passes décisives, c'est Boris Diaw, le capitaine, qui nous fait une très belle première mi-temps. Et au niveau des rebondeurs, c'est Rudy Gobert, le numéro 7.
2 minutes 19 et 2 minutes 15 maintenant avant le début de la deuxième mi-temps. Espagne 32, France 33. N'oubliez pas, mesdames et messieurs, de partager l'expérience Eurobasket 2015 sur les réseaux sociaux, sur la page Facebook officielle de l'Eurobasket 2015 et puis sur Twitter. Vous pouvez utiliser le hashtag Eurobasket 2015 et vos tweets arrivent en live sur les écrans géants du stade Pierre-Mauroy.
33-32, France on top of Spain here in the Eurobasket semifinals. The winner clinches a spot not only in the title game of this magnificent competition here in Lille, it also clinches a spot in the Rio de Janeiro Olympics. And then you add to that, it claims a victory against a heated rival. I mean, the stakes, George, could not be any higher.
There's so much history that I picked up the French paper, L'Équipe, one of the biggest papers here.
L'Équipe Sports Daily.
Yep, yes, that's it. And the picture, full front page, was Rudy Gobert making a block there for last year's World Cup. I mean, this is how much it means to this country. Everybody's watching basketball here in France.
Well, in Spain, and all over Europe, no doubt, and all over the world. I'm reliably informed. The United States, all over, because let's face it, these are some of the best players in the world. And we're in September in the north of France watching it. It's an unbelievable experience, isn't it? Pau Gasol's one of the better-known players in the history of international basketball. The World Cup MVP back in 2006 in Japan. He's been the MVP of the Eurobasket. 35 and looks as good as ever.
In going to the second half, if I'm France, I just really want to create some separation from France. You don't want to go, if you're a home team, with a crowd of 25,000 plus, to go into the last 3 minutes with a tie score. If you're Spain, you just keep on executing and keep hanging around, because good things can happen.
But you know what? This French team hasn't lost at this Eurobasket. They've been roared on by the crowd in Montpellier. 5 wins, and they've won here as well.
What do you think about the strength of the schedule?
Well, Spain are definitely battle-tested, but then again, France had to win some close games. The question is, how strong were their opponents? Second half action underway here in Lille, France. It's the Eurobasket semifinal between Spain in white and France in the blue. And Pau Ribas comes out immediately, and the new Barcelona signing, who spent the last 2 years at Valencia, is off target.
Rudy Gobert is up to 8 rebounds in the game in only 13 minutes.
Well, everybody expected a rather heated, tense affair, and so it has proved to be. De Colo gets inside, couldn't quite beat Gasol to it, but France get it back in a new 14. Now Batum drills it!
And I was just going to call for some offensive production from Batum, and he starts the second half by drilling a three-pointer. Good entry by him.
Well, Nicola Batum had that sensational dunk. Now the bounce pass to Mirotic. He fumbles the ball. He loses it. Goes off, I think, Gobert.
I actually thought also Mirotic when he saw Gobert. This is a three-pointer. A quick one by Nicola Batum. And Mirotic got kind of intimidated there by
the presence of the skyscraper. Mirotic gets it. Batum was right up on him, 2 on the shot clock. Gasol rushes one up, and it's a tough start here to the second half for Spain.
And Spain's going to have to calm down and execute better. They are not getting good looks at the basket. Not a great shot selection in the first 2 possessions.
Batum for 3, and this was short. De Colo with the rebound, and back out to Tony Parker.
Rebounding is really hurting Spain, 27-15 in favor of France.
Parker comes out, then goes back in, then creates a little space, and with short, De Colo challenges the rebound, thinks it goes off of a Spain player, but his pleas fall on deaf ears. Here it is again, look at this. Rudy Fernandez. Gasol couldn't quite get it away from Gobert. Now De Colo up ahead, and Rudy Fernandez chases back to prevent the pass to Nicola Batum, and then France commit a foul.
And he kind of stretched out. I mean, he really had to sprint back and leave to get that steal.
Yeah, he's wondering if he's hurt himself.
Yeah, he's holding his back. You know he's not 100%. There's no way. I mean, he's playing with some pain today, but he's a competitor.
Well, he doesn't miss when it comes to playing for Spain. He's played for this national team every year. going back to 2004, the Olympics in Athens. Rudy gets inside, puts up a tough shot, maybe trying to do a little too much there. Ball goes out of bounds off Batum.
He was looking at Pau Gasol. He was just studying. I couldn't see him. He couldn't just make the drop pass to the back. Look at it one more time. Pau is behind him, but he doesn't see him. And that's a tough shot over Gobert.
Mirotic from the corner, go!
And Dio just turns his head and loses track for a split second of Mirotic, who nails it. 1 for 4, Nikola Mirotic from beyond the arc.
So here Yule on Parker. Mirotic switches on Parker and then fouls Parker. So 2 fouls on Nikola Mirotic. Nobody for Spain really in foul trouble. In fact, Mirotic is the only player with 2 fouls. This is his 3.
And he's a great shooter. I mean, he's moved so well without the ball that he just kind of slid in the corner and Dio just lost track.
Parker uses the pick by Gobert, gets in the lane, and 2 shots will be called, foul rather, so 2 shots for Parker. Spain saying it was before the shot. What is this?
Absolutely, absolutely. The foul is before the shot.
But the Ukrainian referee says otherwise. So Tony Parker, I mean, this could be good for him. You know, he hasn't really got it going yet. He gets a chance at the line. Pau Ribas there after a couple of very impressive seasons. Now Scariolo has just been warned by Christos Christodoulou, the Greek referee, that that's enough. He doesn't want to hear any more barking. So Scariolo says, okay, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists for Parker so far. And Parker makes just 1 of 2.
And Tony Parker makes 1 of his 2 free throws.
The tension is palpable. Mirotic gets in the lane. And now his pass intercepted by Batum. And Yule gets in there, and this time 2 shots for Nikola Batum.
Yule was trying to sprint back and really get in front of Batum. But then Batum with his long legs, look at the steal right here. That was an easy picked off pass from Mirotic. And it's almost impossible to do anything but foul.
Well, Batum is a little short, but bounces over the rim. Now, they didn't have many free throws in the first half.
This is only the 3rd free throw actually taken by the French team.
So they had no free throws in the first half. And already getting to the line a couple of times here. Good start to the second half for Nikola Batum. Where he's good, he's very good on both ends of the floor, especially defensively. Gasol gets in the lane, puts up a high arcing shot, and Rudy Gobert went up to try to knock it off the rim, but it just took a high bounce off the rim and came down. Look at Pau Gasol.
Now, did you see the high arch on that shot to get it over Gobert?
So back to a 2-point game. Gasol with 15 points. Now Parker goes right at Gasol, puts it up quickly, and Gobert gets it back. And Gasol with the rebound.
That was a strong challenge by Pau Gasol. He took a chance on the foul.
And oh, what a play from Sergio Yule. Just uses all of his strength and explodes to the basket.
And he's got a lot of strength in those legs.
Parker, short jump shot, and De Colo with the rebound.
Things are not really falling there for Tony Parker.
Here's Batum. And another rebound for Gasol. 6 rebounds to go with his 15 points. Now Pau Ribas in Spain with a chance to go on top. Mirotic gets in the lane, puts it up, and good defense from Dio.
That's quick hands there on Boris Dio. You know he's got one of the craftiest hands for any big man in the post as far as passing, but here you see it also on a defensive situation. I mean, he just slaps in and knocks the ball out of the hands of Mirotic.
That's a good no call.
But he does have some crafty hands, huh?
Very crafty indeed. DiColo. Dio has the shot hit, or the pass batted away, but then Mirotic can't control it. They get it back to Gobert. He goes right at Gasol. Gasol stands there like a tower of power, and the ball goes back over to Spain.
This is just a phenomenal game. Go one side and the other. Rudy Gobert challenged by Pau Gasol. How about Pau Gasol? He's been huge there for Spain.
And the ball went off of Gobert's right foot. Yule. Gasol's pass intercepted by Batum. And his pass up to DiColo, and he puts it up and in.
And again, Pau Gasol tries to go for the block.
Offensive foul called against, is it Mirotic? So that is 3 fouls now on Mirotic, and he may have to take a seat. Rudy Fernandez tells him to have a seat. He doesn't want him to pick up anything. Rodriguez is coming in, so Pau Ribas and Mirotic go to the bench. Felipe Reyes and Sergio Rodriguez come in, but Batum has been fantastic on the defensive end tonight.
This is what you call him. He does not have to score points there for France, but he can provide so much for the team with his long arm athleticism defensively.
He's got 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. Batum, and here he is. Misses the shot, but Gobert challenges for the rebound. And then Yule challenges, but Jalabal comes up with the ball. Now Parker for 3. Got it! Tony Parker!
And things are really heating up for France. And Sergio Scario is going to have to take a timeout to just calm things down for Spain, because right now they are down 5 points.
Well, a little momentum shift. France.
Vamos a estar a rebote largo hasta el final.
Well, let's don't get carried away with it, George. I mean, it was tied, but a little burst of points here for France, and really controlling the tempo and keeping control of the game is imperative for Spain. Look at the field goal percentages.
Just dead even.
Dead even.
I think that the timeout had to be taken, because right now the game was just kind of slipping away.
But look at the 14 offensive rebounds for France.
That is just way too much. I mean, 31 to 21 defense. The difference is step up 14 on the offensive board. That's why you're giving up. The second shot, we said immediately on the first possession, I said they have to take care of the rebounds. They cannot allow France to take second shots, and it is not happening there for Spain.
That's the Parker 3. And this crowd erupted. Look at that. And so did the French bench. Leo Westerman. And that's the look from Pau Gasol. Allez le Bleu is the chant here in Lille, in the Pierre Mauroy Arena. What an atmosphere. This terrific football stadium converted here into the basketball court for this competition. Rodriguez, pass over to Felipe Reyes. And Reyes misses.
That's a difficult shot for Felipe Reyes to take. He's been on the bench for a long time.
Felipe Reyes was MVP in Spain this past season with Real Madrid, number 9. Kind of had a year of revival. Claver back into the game now, guarding Rudy Gobert. 2 on the shot clock. Gobert gets inside, but he's pushed, and the foul called on Spain.
If you ask me, he's bailed out right now by Claver, because there are only 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And Sergio Scario is not happy with the play of Claver. Look at it right here. He's not going anywhere, really. I mean, he was going to the middle. Had to shoot a tough jump hook there with his left. You don't use the foul right now.
And already, this French team, the bonus. The chance of Rudy. Well, we got a couple of Rudys here in this game tonight. Rudy Fernandez and Rudy Gobert.
I got a feeling that they were not cheering for Rudy Fernandez.
Yeah, I think that's another cheer they've got for him.
I'm not a betting man, but I think that was a safe bet.
And it rhymes with ooh. It's a boo. And Gobert now takes it up to 7 points. And the biggest lead of the game for France thus far has been 7 points. So this is a difficult time here. Now, foul on Batum, his second.
Foul is called on number 5, Nicolas Batum.
Pressuring the inbound throw. Now Gasol goes to work and fouled by Rudy Gobert.
Look at the quickness of Pau Gasol in the post on a one-on-one situation against Gobert. He just spins so fast. He's so low on the spin. Look at it. He freezes it. Then goes to the baseline and is fouled by Gobert.
That's only the first foul on Gobert. And now the French are singing their national anthem. Gasol again gets in the lane. And fouled again by Rudy Gobert. So you can see Pau Gasol taking responsibility with Spain's, I won't say their backs are against the wall, but this is a difficult time.
Rudy Gobert has collected already 11 rebounds.
Lovren, Geoffrey Lovren is going to come in with the Denver this past season. Rudy Gobert comes out from Utah Jazz center.
He's got 5 offensive rebounds, Rudy Gobert.
So that's a big absentee, but Lovren's played very well at this Eurobasket. And Gasol misses the first one.
That's actually a second miss there for Pau from the free throw. He's 3 for 5 at the moment. It has to be numbers. That has to be fatigue.
Takes his time and makes the second. Theo gets it to Batum. He goes to work on Yule. Back outside the Jalabal, who's been shooting it really nicely out from the corner, and it's Geoffrey Lovren. That was a 2.
That is such a difficult shot because he just checked into the game. Sitting on the bench for a good 7 minutes.
I'll tell you, his stock has gone up immeasurably, and it's on the way up. Geoffrey Lovren, remember this name, already in the NBA. Gasol drives in, tough shot. Oh, good, aggressive crashing the boards there by Victor Claver, and Spain get it back. And then Yule drives in, misses the layup.
Oh, that was a sloppy shot by Yule. He had a wide open look at the basket on the drive. Nobody challenged him.
Lovren for 3, backs it in!
Oh, the back is open for Geoffrey Lovren!
5 quick points for Geoffrey Lovren coming into the game. And then he's called for foul. Battling with Pau Gasol. So Pau Gasol goes to the line, and this is not a bad situation, but look at the bank.
Did he call that?
Well, when it's going right, it's going right. And right now, it's going right for France.
That actually was the biggest lead of the game, 11 there for France.
Got to look at the Spain bench looking on nervously. 17 points for Gasol, 5 of 7 at the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Pau Gasol.
So that gets it back to 9.
That's a zone defense there by Spain.
France shooting 55% from three-point range. Now Theo and Claver chases it down. Yule in the open floor and puts it up and misses the shot. And Claver there for the follow, misses. Claver again, this time lays it up over.
And this is aggressiveness of the Spanish players, Felipe Reyes and Victor Claver. Just stay with it. Stay in the play.
7 points.
Lovren telling the guys to mop up the moisture from the floor. Had some bodies fall, including Tony Parker. Now Parker finds his way in the lane, takes a tough jumper. And the ball lands to Parker. Incredible. He was on his backside. It bounced over the Spanish players Gelabal wide open. Go!
He knows on another three-pointer. Three-pointer number 2 for Gelabal in the game today.
I'll tell you what, George. He is playing his finest Eurobasket, I've decided. He has been so consistent. Such a spark. Gasol turns, draws the foul on Lauvergne.
And what you have to like about Gelabal, that he is not pushing it at all. This is foul number 3 for Lauvergne. Look at it right here. This is an odd situation. He catches it, Tony Parker.
Also, Spain did get a tap on that.
And that's a three-pointer by Gelabal.
10 points.
Yeah, he's got 2 3-pointers, and he started with the 2 turnaround jumpers in the paint. Remember,
he's leading the team in scoring. Gelabal.
And he's actually first one to double figures. Shooting 4 for 6 from the field.
Well, you never know who's going to step up. But as I said, Gelabal has been very good from Montpellier all the way here to Lille. And Gasol back at the line has a game-high 19 points now after that free throw. 7 of 9. Spain just trying to close the gap here at the end of the quarter.
Pau Gasol is getting close to his average of 23.5 points right now, up to 20.
Lauvergne. He gives it back to Parker. Dio at the line into Lauvergne, spins, puts it up, and traveling.
He did travel before he put the ball on the floor. He just kind of like jumped in the air. Look at it one more time. He catches it. Okay, that's a clear violation in Europe. Maybe in the NBA, no, but here, that's an easy call for the referees to make.
Tony Parker takes the seat. So maybe an opportunity here for Spain. They're down 8. Rodriguez. And now Batum commits a foul. Or no, Dio, excuse me. His second foul.
And this is not what you want to do, because there's 22.5 seconds left in the third quarter, and he's sending Pau Gasol to the line.
Well, it could end up helping them, though, because they're going to have now possession.
Yeah, but I mean, Pau is a very good free throw shooter. I mean, he missed a couple today. But I think right now the energy and the momentum was on the defensive side there for France.
So that gets it back to 7. And Pau Gasol, you know that he's going to come and play big in this game. Just like he did in the last game against Greece, just as he did in the game before that against Poland, when he carried Spain on his back. Now he comes out to take a seat here. Final 22.5 seconds of the third quarter. Miritich back in with the 3 fouls. And Batum struggles to get it in, but he does get it in just in time to De Colo. So 2 rivals, Rodriguez and De Colo. De Colo goes to work. 6 on the shot, or game clock. 5, De Colo makes the pass to Lauvergne. What a play at the end of the quarter.
That's a beautiful catch there by Lauvergne in midair. He doesn't come down and immediately finishes it off the alley-oop. What a great way to finish the third quarter there for the French.
Another look. Well, you can't do it any better than that. De Colo, the provider, and Lauvergne with the finish. 8-point advantage for France with 10 minutes remaining.
Le big challenge avec le public qui va faire 5 à 3 vers 0. 5. C'est parti. Big challenge avec Pic, l'équipe officielle de la FIBA jusqu'en 2016, l'équipe, vous le savez, 2 des meilleurs meneurs de jeu européens.
Three-point shooting has become a major factor for France. They caught fire in that quarter.
And Spain is not catching any fire. They are stone cold, 25% only. France is just really dominating the boards, as we said before. They are getting at the moment 16 offensive rebounds. They're just way too much, and Spain's gonna really have to do something in that department. Let's go back to that play that finished the third quarter. What a perfect execution. I mean, beautiful play to finish the third quarter, but most importantly, there was no time left for Spain to go to the other side, so that's why it was a perfect team execution. Just the management of the clock to run it down to the very last second.
Yeah, that's what I thought. In a way, the foul on Laverne, which sent Gasol, was a duo that sent Gasol to the line, actually did France a favor, at least getting in that pass possession.
Pour savoir si on est en France ou en Espagne ce soir, le We Want Pasion, il est pour vous. Enjoy your game.
So the winner of this game will play the winner of Serbia and Lithuania in the final on Sunday. Serbia and Lithuania play tomorrow. Lithuania winning in overtime against Italy in the quarterfinals, and Serbia beating the Czech Republic.
Début du quatrième quart-temps, Espagne 48, France 56, première demi-finale de l'Eurobasket 2015. Possession France, Nicolas Batum.
The final quarter underway here at the Eurobasket. France leading Spain 56-48. It's the semifinal. The winner to the final. The winner clinches a spot in the Rio de Janeiro games. This time, Jalabal off target, and Rodriguez gets the long rebound, and Piccolo commits the foul before Rodriguez could attack the basket.
Spain started in zone defensively, paid off for them on their first possession. And Pau Gasol is resting right now on the bench. It's a question how long he can stay there here for Sergio Scarrillo, the Spanish coach.
Rodriguez explodes again, puts up a little runner and makes it.
What a tough shot there by Rodriguez over Laverne.
Little pass into the corner to Jalabal. Now Batum, and he misses the three, and Mirotic chases it down. Well, Spain with looking a little promising here with Gasol on the bench, making some inroads. And Rodriguez again, maybe some penetration from him. Goes to the right of Jalabal. And a tough shot though from Mirotic. And Claver couldn't get the rebound.
And this is the defense that you know from France. They are allowing only 65.4 points per game to the opponents, #1 in the tournament. The best defensive team in the whole Eurobasket 2015.
That was the shot that went in for Rodriguez. Rudy Gobert back into the game. Evan Fournier with the 3 fouls. He's back in. Laverne stays in. Jalabal and Piccolo. Now the pass to Laverne. Kind of didn't get it immediately. Back out. Piccolo pulls up just inside the free throw line.
Yeah, difficult shot because he had his defender right on his side. That was Rodriguez, just really guarding him closely.
Now Mirotic gets the ball on the deck, hands it off to Reyes. Reyes couldn't hold it, and then Claver knocks it away. Oh, a little razzle-dazzle from Piccolo. And Fournier gets inside, and the battle for the ball, it's getting scrappy. A little helter-skelter. No-look pass, and Mirotic puts it up off the glass. It's a 4-point swing.
2 easy points there for Spain. After that, Fournier could have dropped it off to Laverne, who was right there open under the basket.
Laverne goes at Pau Ribas. Foul on Pau Ribas. Says, what else can I do?
Foul is called on number 8, Pau Ribas.
But the zone is, I would say, has been pretty successful there for Spain. Here you see the quick 2 points for Nikola Mirotic on the fast break. And a no-look pass from Rodriguez.
Gasol still getting a breather on the bench. Now, the reach, the steal, and the foul by Jalabal. And this unit is doing a good job for Spain.
Absolutely, very active there defensively. Staying close, putting some pressure on the ball, but doing a hell of a job also on the picks, off the ball, and on the ball. Here you see the foul to stop the fast break by Jalabal.
Into the game for France, number 9, Tony
Goes out, Tony Parker back in. You know, for Spain, there's no Ricky Rubio this year, no Juan Carlos Navarro, no Marc Gasol, no Jose Calderon, but here they are, giving France a tough game. Parker, another foul.
Personal foul called on
Tony
number
Parker
9,
now
Tony
has
Parker
3 fouls.
France.
So it's
That's his third
foul
personal foul
accumulation here for this
substitution into the game
French
for
team.
France.
Laverne goes out, he has 3
Number 13,
fouls.
Boris
Good
Diaw,
minutes from him.
replacing number 7, Geoffrey Lobert.
And I think that Vincent Collet is just tightening up his rotation. Now with Parker and Dio back in the lineup.
Rudy working against Jalibal and tries to go, hands it off to Reyes. And Reyes travels.
He had a problem to catch the ball on the pass by Rudy. The pass wasn't bad. Rudy just dropped it off, and Reyes couldn't handle it. Look at it one more time right here. That was Nicolas actually getting there in the mix. Nicolas has been fighting like a cat defensively.
Possible MVP candidate of this competition, Nicolas. Not out of the realm of possibilities. Here he is, puts up a 3. Good! Nando Nicolas right on cue.
I thought that Felipe Reyes was right on it. He stopped the penetration. Wow, what a shot.
14 points, Nando Nicolas. And now a foul called on Boris Dio, and that is 3 on him.
Boris Diaw.
Just kind of steps back, pops the 3.
Look at the penetration. He's right there, Felipe. Recovers, but Nicolas somehow gets it up over him.
And substitution for France.
This French team right now looking like they're not going to be denied. And Jalibal makes a huge pause as he comes out of the game. Gasol back in for Spain. Also, Rudy Gobert's in for France. There's Reyes. So good minutes from Reyes. And they hit the cutter back outside. Rudy Fernandez, he's open, but Mirotic comes in and puts it up, and the ball, he looks over at the ref for a foul. And Diaw collects the ball. And Rodriguez fouls Parker.
Foul is called on number 6.
Sergio Scariolo wants a timeout.
And timeout is
He needs to
called.
talk about the game plan. So with 6:15 remaining in the game, France 61, Spain 52.
Mucho tiempo y están en doble. Si decidimos de ir dentro.
I'll tell you, Spain have only got 1 timeout left. You see, France have 3, but Spain have landed some blows, but France just are making plays, aren't they?
Yeah, making some huge plays. And I think that the crowd has provided them with a lot of energy. But what you said before, just players coming off the bench, coming up big defensively or offensively. And what do you say about the play of Nando Nicolas? I mean, he is making a strong statement for the MVP for the whole tournament.
I think so. I mean, I think Nando Nicolas, of course, Tony Parker, the all-time great in French basketball history. But, you know, maybe it's a changing of the guard. He has been consistent from the off, Nicolas.
I know you watched him in the group play, and he was one of the players that you highlighted as the most impressive player on the French squad, Nando Nicolas.
So Nicolas inbounds it to Parker. Spain have got to dig deep and get some stops. France, meanwhile, they might be able to throw in a dagger or 2. 2 on the shot clock. Tony Parker puts up a tough one, and Rudy with the rebound. Yule is able to get it to Gasol. He's going to go to work on Gobert. And goes up under and draws the foul, and that's foul number 4.
Oh, that is just a footwork playing there by Paul Gasol. You see him backing in Gobert.
Foul number 3 on Gobert.
That's his third.
Look at that one more time, the fake. Such long arms to step through. It is so powerful that Paul Gasol, 2 meters 13. Even for Rudy Gobert, it is difficult to cover him. And he's got enormous reach.
And the first free throw is good.
So back to an 8-point deficit. Pablo Aguilar and Guillem Vives, those players on the Spain bench just watching tonight. Scariolo not going that deep. And the free throw is good, so
is good.
back to 7 points.
7-point lead for France. 5:38 remaining.
Already above his tournament average at 24 points, Pau Gasol. Good, makes the pass. 10 on the shot clock. And Rudy reaches up, knocks it, and it'll be 7 seconds on the shot clock. Rudy thought it went off with Batum. He's shaking his head. Here it is again.
And this is what Rudy Fernandez gives you defensively there. He's going to overplay the layup. He's going to toss him head off.
Well, Collet not liking what he's seeing, so he calls timeout. Also, he wants to get something from this possession if he can with 7 seconds on the shot clock.
I mean, this is going to be very important. I mean, France is up 7 points at the moment, and you're right, they're going to inbound the ball with only 7 seconds to shoot. So he wants to make sure that the execution is good.
So offensive rebounds for France, 16.
But look
They've
at
gotten
Spain.
17 points off of that.
But look at Spain, also 11 offensive rebounds. That's a big number. I mean, if you consider how big the French team is, how they've been successfully shutting down the interior, that's a very high number, and give a lot of credit to the fighting spirit of all the Spanish players.
Spain with 11-second chance points. France with 17. Plenty of basketball still to be played. France definitely has the advantage. They're up 61-54, 5:23 remaining. The winner goes to the Olympics. Look at those two former trailblazers talking to each other. Piccolo goes hard to the basket, puts it up, and a good box out from Gasol, keeping Gobert away. Now Yule explodes down the floor. Menendez back over to Yule. Yule for three, rims out, and Gasol kept it alive, but Batum swooped in and got the ball. Now quickly to Gobert, and that's a charge. Pau Rivas had his feet set, and that is number 4.
But that's a tough pass to Rudy Gobert, who's running full speed, and he's got somebody in front of him. That has to be recognized. Let's look at it one more time right here. If you're Boris Diaw, and you got so much experience, you should know that Rudy Gobert is not set with his feet.
And he probably does know it. So Gobert has to sit down. Lovren back into the game.
They gotta go to Pau Gasol in the post against Lovren.
And a foul called on Lovren, pushing him away from the basket, and now that is 4 fouls.
And 2 free throws there for Pau Gasol.
2 free throws, so that is a big call.
But you have to go to that. Pau Gasol has been your bread and butter in the whole tournament. Now he got 24 points and 6 rebounds. He's been the man on a mission. You have to find it. I thought that last time that Yui shot a 3-pointer, Pau Gasol was really frustrated that he did not get a touch on that ball.
So Gasol at the line. Makes the first one. Just does get it in. Mirdic's taking a breather. Reyes back in, has played well for Spain.
How about that 15 free throws already shot by Pau? He's made 13.
Makes that one as well.
Is good.
And now back to a 5-point game.
5-point lead for France.
Spain just hangs in there.
4.5 minutes remaining. Foul trouble very definitely now hurting France. This is a big possession for them. Tony Parker looks for some space, and he's fouled by Rodriguez.
But only team foul number 3, so it's going to be out of bounds play there for France.
Yeah, 14 on the shot clock.
That's not a bad foul by Rodriguez.
Now we're going to have, as we get to Rodriguez there, Flo Pietrus has come in for Lovren, and he's going to go up against Pau Gasol.
That's an interesting substitution.
Over to Nicolo for 3, and misses that one. Pietrus kept it alive, but Rudy comes up with it.
Actually, it's going to be DR on Pau Gasol.
And Rodriguez fouled as he gets close. As he starts to drive, the foul called on Batum.
That's a tough break there for Nicolas Batum. I thought he had a pretty good position. Let's see one more time. It was kind of a more of a reach in there by Tony Parker.
Well, it looked like Batum with his right arm has his hand on Rodriguez, and maybe that's what the referee saw.
That's first free throws there for Sergio Rodriguez in the game today. Not easy, 2 first free throws.
And the Real Madrid player makes the first one. Some of the Spanish wives, girlfriends.
I think the biggest point in the game there, negatively there for France, is the 4th foul by Rudy Gobert.
Yep, it's got him out of the game, and Rodriguez makes it again, and now, George, it's a 3-point game. It's getting to be white knuckle time, especially for these French fans. Parker gets close to the lane. Reyes cuts off his penetration. Now Reyes on Parker, and Reyes commits the foul.
Number 9,
Reyes, and it's the 4th team foul, I think, for
Spain.
So the next foul is going to be 2 free throws there for France. Tony Parker just drawing the contact down the mismatch against Felipe Reyes in the open court.
Now Reyes is playing in the middle of the zone. They're playing a man, excuse me. Dio backs up Reyes. Nowhere to go, passes back to Parker. 2 on the shot clock, it's gonna be rushed. It's gonna be contested, and Pau Gasol gets the rebound. Yule looks up the floor, gives it to Rudy.
That was a smart decision by Rudy to stop the fast breaks, didn't take the 3-pointer. They have to go to Gasol.
Well, Gasol sets the pick, now he's gonna roll. He's gonna stay out, no, he's gonna put it on the deck. He's going in for the dunk, and Pau looks up at the heavens, the 2-handed jam, and it's a 1-point game.
He's playing like an absolute monster, up to 28 points, shooting 64% from the field. I mean, what would Spain do in this tournament without Pau Gasol? You tell me, Jeff.
Well, he's just been immense. He's been carrying this team on his back, and right now he's got 28 points.
But you know what's so...
And look at that, no points for France in the last 3:38.
Do you think the atmosphere is getting pretty tight here in Lille?
Let's just say it's not quite as loud as it was.
But you know what? I have to go back to Pau Gasol. Everybody understands from game one in Berlin, that they are going through Pau Gasol. He's the leader, and still nobody has figured out a way to stop him. He's a man on a mission. He's a wrecking crew, the original member of the wrecking crew.
The interesting thing here you see is Gasol goes in. You know, Pietrus has come into play, and that's the rim rocker.
You have to go with Gobert.
The youth, perhaps the experience is the key here. I mean, he's a sublime athlete. But Gobert and Lovern have picked up the fouls, and these are young guys at the start of their careers. And Gasol, you're looking at the man that, don't forget, was the MVP of the World Cup back in 2006, and also the MVP back in 2009 at the Eurobasket. So Gasol now has to guard Gobert. Reyes is on Boris Dio. And Rodriguez is chasing Tony Parker. Batum for 3, that's off. And they couldn't quite corral it. And then Gasol blocks Rudy Gobert for the 3rd time tonight.
What a crucial defensive play by Gasol.
Spain now with a chance to take the lead. France have got to dig in and play some D. It's Gasol. He puts up a hook shot, and Spain has gone back in front, 62-61.
He pulls out the old school Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook. Are you kidding me? Pau Gasol's got it all.
Could be Tony Parker time. Well, he gives it to Boris Dio. Batum puts up a tough shot, and Gasol bats it away, but a foul called on Felipe Reyes.
And there's actually mouthpiece, the mouth protector
of somebody is on the floor.
It's Gobert's, but this was the last foul by Felipe Reyes. He just couldn't stay in front of Gobert. And here's the round hook by Pau Gasol. Look at the patience. There's nobody coming, and he's bringing down a shot that you don't see so often.
Almost an unstoppable shot, really. Big free throws from Nicola Batum. 9 points for him. He's been quiet for an awfully long time. Look at that. 1 of 5 from the floor, just 1 of 6 from the arc. And 1 of 5 inside the arc. But he makes both. It puts France back in front.
Big free throws there.
What an incredible scene. And to be honest, I think we expected it, didn't we? It was coming down close. Gasol again with Gobert. France looked to help out possibly. And he has to put a little turn away, a turnaround jumper, and he looks over at the Spain bench and says, "Who's your daddy?"
Is there anybody in the world right now that can stop Pau Gasol? How high is his confidence?
Well, Parker dribbling around up top, being chased by Rodriguez. Gobert sets the pick. Parker for 3. Off the rim. DeColo chases it down. Now Batum. It's only Spain by 1. Batum. Fade away. Short. Gasol gets it into the hands of Reyes. And now, Cole says we've got to pull it, get it done defensively, guys. They need to stop. Rodriguez gets inside, passes back out to Rudy Fernandez. Spain a little lost on this possession as Rudy. Gasol challenges, but Rudy Gobert knocks it to DeColo. Final minute.
And Spain just not able to go to Pau Gasol.
And this time, DeColo called for the charge, and the hero, Felipe Reyes,
But he was
takes
set.
one for the team.
His feet were set. I watched him. I mean, he just slid into that position perfectly. What a gutsy play there by Reyes. That's a veteran move right here. This is when you sacrifice the body for your team. Right on his chest.
Unbelievable. And that's what the referee saw, and that's what he called. So, 46 seconds remaining. Spain up by 1, beaten by this French team last year in the quarterfinals of the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Is this going to be payback for Spain? Gasol backs up Gobert, goes up with a hook again, this time denied, but he gets the rebound, and he passes out to Yule.
8 seconds difference, 12 seconds difference between shot clock and the game clock.
Rodriguez gets a lane, puts it up, he scores! Spain had taken a 3-point lead with 16.6 seconds remaining.
And that's the biggest lead in the game for Spain. How is the timing? 16 and a half seconds to go. You just take a biggest lead in the game if you're Spain.
Wow.
Are you giving credit to coach Sergio Scariolo?
He deserves it. He deserves the credit for how he has built this team. It's evolved, how he's coached with the injuries, with the absences of players. Look at this, 3-point shooting, 8 of 19 for France. You know, 1 year on from the huge disappointment, so many players missing. And look at what they've been able to do, 16 of 29, 55%. And Pau Gasol just underlining his status as just one of the all-time greats in basketball anywhere. Forget about it.
Absolutely.
He's unbelievable.
Anywhere. No boundaries for Pau Gasol, but who would have thought that Spain has got a chance if they are not shooting the ball well from the outside? Only 4 for 20 from the 3. It's only 20%, but Pau Gasol is man on the mission.
Yeah, Pau Gasol has been almost automatic. 9 of 14. He's missed most of his threes tonight, but he's 14 of 16 at the line as well, and he has 3 block shots on Rudy Gobert.
Wow.
Although Gobert wasn't playing for a foul in the last.
This is history in the making right here.
Well, we could be settling in for overtime here. I hope nobody's expecting you. Will Spain foul and not allow them to take a 3? That's the question. Nope, Batum gets it. Nicola Batum to the rescue for France. Unbelievable things. Cool, calm and collected. Ice running through his veins.
But he's just caught it, turned around. He hasn't had a great offensive game today.
You simply cannot, George, allow a 3-pointer. I'm sorry. You've got to foul.
You have to foul.
We've seen it too many times in this tournament.
Oh, this is a huge blow there to the Spanish team.
Unbelievable. And Nicolas Batum now showing why the Charlotte Hornets were so eager to get him. They need some jump shooting. He's doing it here for France. Goodness gracious. It's not how many you make, it's the importance. Remember that.
How is that possible that Spain did not foul?
Well, that's, you know, the inbound came to Batum, and he just got it off quickly, and Rudy couldn't foul him, or else he risked giving up the 3 free throws.
He couldn't foul, you're right.
If he had fouled him, he was just a terrific play by Collet to call that off.
How about the execution under the huddle? I mean, it doesn't get any better. Perfect by Spain, by France.
George, this is just unbelievable.
I do think right now, Spain is just shocked.
I don't think so. I think they're going back. They're gonna feed the horse. But remember what I said about overtime. It's a possibility.
Watch out for some steals. Companies have long arms. You have to play safe just to inbound the ball.
They're going to have to get it to Rodriguez and let him try to penetrate, I would imagine. Nope, they're going to get it to Gasol immediately. He's going to wait. 9 on the shot, or 9 on the game clock. 8. Gasol gets in the lane, puts it up. He swatted. Now France with a chance. And the ball goes out of bounds with 1.3 seconds remaining.
That was a close challenge there by Paul Gasol and Batum, and safe for Rodriguez. Look at it one more time at the replay.
Gobert got his own back on this one. Look at this. Unbelievable. What a turn of events. First Batum, and now Gobert gets his biggest block of the tournament.
But look at the challenge right here. I mean, Paul Gasol almost fouled Batum.
He did. As did Rudy. And the ball also almost went off of Batum.
They're going to check the instant replay and see how much time should be put on the clock. That's a smart move there by the referees.
You know what the beauty of this is? This is about players making plays. It hasn't been a referee's call. It's been Nicolas Batum catching the ball in the corner and getting off the 3. And then Rudy Gobert making a sensational block, having been swatted himself 3 times. And Gasol says, listen guys, I can't do any more. But right now, there's a very real prospect of overtime. You never give up, do you? Who would have thought it? Sergio Scariolo is giving some instructions out to his players to make sure. So they're taking their time looking at this, aren't they?
I mean, this could be the first play of the game.
Yeah, Sergio Scariolo has said, I've just been told how much time should be on the clock. Or it could be he says, I've just been told the ball should be ours. He says, somebody else has seen it. I've been told what happened. Nice lobbying effort from Scariolo. And a good job from referee Rocha from Portugal. He's letting him vent. So they were just confirming that it was going to be French ball. They weren't confirming the time.
That was an interesting situation. 1.3 seconds left. Let's see this drama.
So Rodriguez in, Claver in. Spain do not want to commit a foul here. Who's on the floor for Spain? Nobody knows.
There are 6 players. I mean, they don't want to have 6 players there.
Claver has come back in. I'll tell you what, the way that Batum was able to catch and shoot, I wouldn't put it past him getting one off. But they've got several players, including Gelabal. This is an uncomfortable situation for Spain.
It's going to go to Batum. Watch him. He's watching the ball. Look at that. He's going to go there. For the win!
He puts it up! Oh, it was on the line, but it was short. And with that, we go to overtime. Bonus time.
We have a 5-minute
More basketball for the
overtime.
money. You got to like it.
Extra 5 minutes, and you're gonna be deflated here if you Spain.
66-66.
Les bras en l'air, comme tout à l'heure. Vous avez été juste formidable. Les bras en l'air, mesdames et
Well,
messieurs,
there's
comme ça,
9
bien ouvert.
three-pointers
Allez,
for
c'est
France. The
limité les bras
biggest
comme ça.
one was made by
Là-bas.
Nicolas Batum right
Là-bas,
there
super. Jusque là-haut, très bien, parfait.
in the
Ici, les
game,
bras en l'air.
and
Et
it
vous
forces
suivez pas
overtime. And then the
après. Si
huge
j'arrête
block
de vous
there,
arrêter,
the
je
third
entends
block
soit Rora,
for
soit
France
bleu pour
by
la
Rudy
prolongation
Gobert
de
has
première
saved the
demi-finale.
day. Those
Monsieur.
two plays.
Can I go
Gobert.
back? Can I go back one day?
Yes, go ahead.
Yesterday,
Yes.
Italy blows it at the end of the regulation. They had a shot in the last 10 seconds. They didn't take it. So they did not finish the game in regulation. Right now, Spain is not committing the foul on the inbound play. Do you think the psychological advantage right now is with France?
I don't think there's any question that right now France have the advantage, the psychological advantage. And you're right.
Et ça continue avec ça.
You need to commit that foul, but the way the play was drawn up, I just have to tip my hat to Collet because they got it to Batum, and then of course it comes down to him making the shot.
The only thing that could have done better, that could have been done better by Spain if the big man, I think it was Pau Gasol, switches and he goes out with Batum. Maybe it's a quick two-pointer on the slit, but you don't give up the three-pointer.
So in other words, maybe you position somebody out there on the three-point line.
Yep. Because other than that, I agree with you that Rudy Fernandez just did not have the time to foul.
And it wasn't like he was a long way off either. That was a shot made under extreme duress, and Batum made it look easy.
Finale de l'Eurobasket 2015. À vous, mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs, d'encourager votre équipe préférée,
So
l'Espagne
the semifinal.
ou la
The
France.
good news is for the winner of this game, and really for the loser as well, they'll have a couple days off because they're going to need it. These guys are tired.
And the
Spain
5-minute
will have
overtime
possession.
begins now.
So this is what it all comes down to, folks. The winner gets to the final of the Eurobasket. The winner qualifies for the Olympics. Rodriguez gets inside, puts it up and in off the glass.
He just takes it directly at Tony Parker. What a great play by Sergio Rodriguez to open up the overtime.
Now DeColo and Parker. Batum goes to his left, and the ball kicked. So 14 on the shot clock.
And look at the second leading scorer for Spain. Sergio Rodriguez is up to 15 points. This was pretty risky pass here by Batum, but Sergio Rodriguez really came to play today.
And really, you know, there have been questions about that Spanish backcourt in this Eurobasket, but maybe they were just saving it up for crunch time. Here at the end, Parker gets in the lane, hands it off the deal, and puts it up, a little reverse layup.
That was good execution and patience by the French. They did not get under pressure. Good pass by Parker to Dion.
Again, it's it's Rodriguez. He goes in this time, rest up the shot. Interesting strategy.
He took a chance on that drive. It was against 3 French defenders.
Now Tony Parker looks for space. Puts it up at the line. Good. Now France in front.
He got better of Rodriguez in that situation, coming off the pick, curling to the paint, able to do the step-through jumper.
Gasol battling for position with Gobert. 10 on the shot clock. Sergio Yul. He's going to put one up. I can feel it. Here he goes. He gets it up off the glass.
I was surprised that they did not work the ball. It was a great shot by Yul after the take, but how comes the Pau Gasol it was a great deny by Gobert, but he doesn't get a touch on the ball.
And a foul committed by Felipe Reyes.
Foul is called on number 9.
Trying to trap
On
Parker.
Spain, Felipe Reyes.
He was just half a step too late. I mean, if you close the penetration, then you have a chance. It was the Sergio Yul for the strong drive to the basket, and Gobert was so occupied with Pau Gasol. You see him just coming in there. There was nobody to block the shot.
Oh, Parker's short. He's missed a couple tonight. 10 points.
1 for 3 from the line.
6 assists. 1 from 3 at the line. Yep. And the second one is no good as well.
Just didn't have the legs in it.
Now Rodriguez. So Spain dodge a bullet here. Get it right back. Rudy bumped by De Colo.
Foul on number 12, Nando Ducolo.
Colo says, I didn't do anything.
That's his third personal
He's saying he was
Rudy
made
Fernandez
a
will
collision
shoot
there
two
with
free
Powell.
throws.
And nervous time there for Collet. So Rudy Fernandez, having made his 2 free throws tonight, goes to the line and makes the
And the
first.
first free throw is
Free throw
good.
shooting
1 point
91%
lead
for Spain.
That's such a big part of the game, isn't it? What is it for France? It's
70.
70, 7 of 10. So it had been really good until those 2 misses. And
And
Rudy
the
makes
second free
both.
throw,
Puts
2 points
Spain
for
back in front.
Rudy Fernandez.
But the greatest difference in the line is 24 free throws taken by Spain and only 10 by France.
Dion looks to pass. Gonna get it to Batum now. And a foul called on Reyes. So now Batum
Foul
will go to the
called
line.
on Felipe Reyes,
You have to
number
go off.
9.
Felipe Reyes just switched out of
His
Batum,
fourth personal
so the
foul.
same situation didn't happen like at the end of the regulation. You see right here, not much contact
No,
there.
he just had his hand on him, but you know what? They have been calling some
Nicolas
action.
Batum will shoot 2 free throws.
So Batum having hit the game time free throw from the left
Good
corner.
for Batum.
He's got 12 points. And makes both free throws.
For Batum to tie the game at 72 each.
So we're all tied up again. Gobert contesting with Gasol. 8 on the shot clock. Gasol goes up, misses, and good defense from Gobert. But then Rudy reaches in, almost gets it back. And here comes Tony Parker. De Colo, he puts it up. Oh! What a play! Spain almost knocked the ball away, but Rudy Gobert went up and grabbed it and dunked it.
That was an alley-oop at the very last second of that fast break. I wasn't even expecting it this time.
Gasol has found it difficult going to the basket the last 2 times. Holds his ground, misses again. Rudy gets it. And suddenly Gasol doesn't look like the best option for Spain. Yule with 5 on the shot clock. Penetrates, puts up a jumper, and Gasol keeps it alive. And the scrap for the ball, it goes out of bounds. A foul has been called on Pau Gasol.
Pau just got his double-double with 32 points and 10 rebounds, but he loses a key battle there on the board.
2 free throws.
And how about Batum just firing up the crowd? Everybody is standing on their feet here in Lille. Look at the last replay. Pau Gasol almost had it tipped in. Felipe Reyes also fights for the rebound. One more time here.
You know, Gasol really the last 3 or 4 attempts at the basket has just not been able to finish. Just tired. And that French D as well. And Boris Diaw misses. So some free throw misses here helping Spain. And look at these French fans.
How about Rudy Gobert just playing some smart defense? He's got 4 fouls, but he's been able to stay aggressive in the paint and really bother Pau Gasol.
Now it's a 3-point advantage
3-point lead
for France. He makes 1 of 2. Ledoux trying to play the D again. Gasol rolls, gets inside, draws the foul, and that's Gobert's last. He has fouled out of the game.
And let's see what happens now.
Arizona, Rudy
Sophie Loren
Gobert, his 5th
going to have to
personal
come back to
foul.
the game.
Rudy Gobert will abandon the game.
8 points and 13 rebounds today in the office for Rudy Gobert. He doesn't agree with the call, but I do not agree on the replay. You saw it. Pau Gasol, smart play. He initiated the contact off the dribble.
I'll tell you what, there are a lot of twists in the tail still here, George. 1:14 remaining. Gasol. And again, the free throws now, he's 15 of 17. .92% at the line today for Spain as a team. And those are the
And
types
the
of things
second
you have to
2 points
do
for
to win big
Pasion, and
games.
France ahead by 1.
Oh, incredible. We thought last night was good. Lithuania and Italy. Now we've got the host nation going down to the wire with Spain in overtime. Batum. Bounce pass to Laverne. He fumbles it away. He couldn't catch it. Now Yule. Back to Gasol, and he dunks it again. It's Spain back in front. I'll tell you, it was a well-conceived play with Batum and Laverne. They just didn't pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that Batum just really made a difficult pass there for Laverne, but give a lot of credit to you, just pushing it down the floor and making a drop pass to Gasol.
Tony Parker now. He puts up a jumper. He gets a block by Rudy. Unbelievable how the game has turned in Tony Parker.
11 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock again.
Just when it seemed France had Spain right where they wanted them, Yule drives in. Rodriguez from the corner. Pau Gasol for the follow. And Spain has gone back in front. 78-75. Just when you think you've seen everything, everything happens.
I'm
One
speechless.
surprise after another.
I am so speechless at the moment. Pau Gasol, where did he find the energy and the strength to go up for the key offensive rebound?
This game is going down in history, especially if Spain win it, as one of the all-time great performances for international players. 38 points for Pau Gasol to go, also with 11 rebounds, 3 blocks. He has been unbelievable. He was averaging just over 23 coming in. Look at that. So, can Spain prevent France from shooting another 3? That's the question.
Well, I think they must have learned their lesson. If not, I'm not sure. They're going to foul immediately. They're going to be more aware. And I think that they could now be switching. They can go to the switching strike. Just don't allow anybody to catch and shoot from the 3.
Say the last 2 possessions for France were not good, were they? Looked like they had the opportunity with Laverne, and Parker really took a tough shot. Good box out by Felipe Reyes.
There was a contact there between, you see it right here, but Laverne just, if he's going down, he's going to have to take Gasol with him.
Look at Gasol beating his chest, showing everybody
Enough said.
España on the jersey, on the heart. But there is still time for France. No, this is unbelievable. What a joy to be here, folks. We hope you've been able to stick with us. Wherever you're watching it in the world, Parker inbounds and the ball goes out of bounds. Felipe Reyes got a tap, 18.3 seconds. And Sergio Scariolo, we hear him say, no time has gone off the clock. Parker gets it to Batum, who again is going to look. He puts it up. And is he going to get 3 free throws? Yes, he is. And this is the danger that you face when you foul, when you try to foul the 3-point shooter.
But why did not Laverne foul him after he received the ball? Please explain that to me. He allowed him to take the dribble. Look at that one more time. Right here, this should have been a foul. No, don't wait.
Unbelievable. So Batum goes to the line. He's already saved France once at the end of regulation. And Batum now misses the first. Almost bails Claver out, doesn't he?
Kind of does. 6 for 7, the first miss there for Batum.
It's not over for France. If he makes 2, they can foul. And he misses the first 2. And really,
Well, he has to make one.
he needs to make this one. And you need to crash the boards as well. He looks at the coach. He says, do you want me to make it? Or do you want me to miss it? Spain right now definitely with the advantage. He misses it intentionally. And Spain get the rebound. Quickly up to Rudy. Over to Yule. And it's not looking good for France now. Spain closing in on one of their all-time famous victories. It goes to Gasol. And revenge is sweet. 1 year later, having had their FIBA Basketball World Cup spoiled by this French team, Spain have come out and shocked the world. They have beaten the host nation France in Lille.
Congratulations to Spain as they move on to the final game on Sunday.
What a shocker for the host nation. to lose the semi-final, and hats off to Spain. They have done everything just perfect. They have executed, they have stayed in the game, and they have bounced back from an incredible ending of the regulation.
40 points for Pau Gasol. Spain win it 80-75. They're in the final, and they have also qualified for the Olympics.
Et ce soir, mesdames et messieurs, un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour l'équipe de France.
Well, folks, nobody said it was going to be easy. And if anybody knows that, it was France. They understood the pressure that was on Spain last year. And Spain, despite missing so many key players, have come here and played with so much heart, so much grit. They've executed so much focus. And really, when the games got tough, that's when they really shifted into a higher gear. Look at that. Pau Gasol hugs Tony Parker. There's not going to be any consolation for Parker, and he knows that it's been a tough semifinal for Tony Parker. 47% shooting inside the arc for Spain, just 19%. But at the free throw line, Spain were incredible.
And I'm looking at Pau Gasol right now, and I think he's celebrating, but he's telling his teammates, let's go one more. Let's go to the finals and take care of business.
Look at Spain. You know, there have been a lot of great moments for that man in his career. I'm pretty sure this one ranks #1 all time. To come here and get the respect back for his national team against the country, I think it's hard to top, George. Well, we'll let the fans be the judge of that one. Any last thoughts on this remarkable day in basketball?
This was the best game that I've ever covered as a commentator, hands down.
Yep, and because you've been my partner, it's been my best as well. It's been great. Tony Parker hit that three-pointer, but you know what? I don't want to say anything else other than the fact that Spain came out, and when the going got tough, the tough got going. And Pau Gasol, even when he was denied there late in regulation, early on in overtime, he held it together, and Spain held it together. Just a fantastic evening for certainly Spain and their fans, and a very tough night for France's national team and for the host nation. So, Spain qualified for the Olympics, and they also get to the final, and they will play the winner of Lithuania and Serbia, who square off tomorrow. France will play against the loser of that game in the battle for the bronze, in the battle for third place. France will have to go to a FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament to get to the Rio de Janeiro Games. Thanks for watching, everybody. Spain win it 80-75 over France in the first Eurobasket semifinal.
And France will be playing for the bronze medal, of course, at 2:30 p.m. We hope to see you there. We need this medal to finish in the first three. Eddie, what do you think about that game? You're Spanish, so I guess, you know.
I would like to congratulate all the fans from France. Fantastic support of their team. France did a good job, but these things happen. Spain played a little bit better.
Absolument, il disait c'est la loi du sport. Voilà, l'Espagne a été de très peu la meilleure équipe. Alors demain, vous aurez le plaisir de voir l'autre demi-finale, la Serbie contre la Lituanie, demain ici, pareil à 21h. Alors Vincent, tu es dans les tribunes, tu es avec quelques supporters, je crois.
Alors je suis pas précisément dans les tribunes, Sandy et Eddie, je suis plutôt sur le bord du terrain avec quelques supporters de l'équipe de France juste derrière moi. Évidemment des supporters déçus, mais vous avez été très forts ce soir dans la plus grande arène de basket d'Europe, le stade Pierre-Mauroy, Lille Métropole. On vous rappelle le record, nouveau record d'Europe, 26 922 personnes ce soir. Merci d'être venus encourager la France et puis l'Espagne aussi, et Sandy vous l'avez dit, l'Espagne qui jouera ici même dimanche la finale de l'Eurobasket 2015, mais on aura le plaisir de retrouver l'équipe de France dimanche après-midi pour la place de 3e place. Merci beaucoup d'avoir été très bruyants, on a passé une belle soirée basket avec vous, soyez prudents en rentrant et puis l'Eurobasket, ça continue demain. Ciao.
If you want to come support your team, Spain or France on Sunday, it's only one website, Eurobasket2015.org, or you can also buy your tickets outside of the arena. Entrez bien, soyez prudents, on espère vous voir dimanche pour de toute façon de belles finales. À très vite.
Jorge.